Hello everyone. Today we will discuss in detail the crown of biological information, that is NCBI. On today's agenda, we have an overview of NCBI, its types, applications, and utilizations. So, commencing with what is NCBI? The National Center of Biotechnology Informations, that is NCBI, is a vital resource for biological research and bioinformatics. Established in 1988 as a part of the National Library of Medicine at the National Institute of Health, NCBI provides a wide array of databases and tools that facilitate the storage, retrieval, and analysis of biological data encompassing literature, genomic sequences, and molecular biology information. So, NCBI maintains huge biological data, collectively housing billions of records. These databases can be categorized into six main areas. First, literature includes PubMed and PubMed Central, which provide access to life sciences literature. Then, health contains databases related to human health and diseases. Then, genomes. It provides access to genomic data across various organisms. Then, genes offers informations and specific genes and their functions. And proteins. It contains data on protein sequence and structures. Lastly, chemicals. It includes databases related to chemical compounds and their biological activities. The NCBI Entrace system serves as a powerful retrieval tool, allowing users to perform complex searches across multiple databases using Boolean queries and download data in various formats. Additionally, NCBI offers an application programming interface API known as eUtilities, which enables programmatic access to its resources. Now, let's discuss application of NCBI. NCBI's database and tools have numerous applications in bioinformatics research, including first, sequence retrieval, assessing nucleotide and protein sequence from databases like GenBank and Reference Sequence. Then, literature search, finding relevant scientific articles and reviews through PubMed. Then, gene function analysis, investigating the functions of specific genes and their associated pathways. Then, variant analysis, identifying genetic variants and their implications in health and diseases. And phylogenetic studies, conducting comparative genomic and phylogenetic analysis using sequence data. Then, metabolic analysis, exploring metabolic pathways through resources like PubChem, Pathways. And clinical research, utilizing clinicaltrials.government to find information on ongoing clinical studies. Then, structural biology, assessing 3D structures of protein and nucleic acid. Then, bioinformatic tools, using tools like BLAST for sequence alignment and comparison. Lastly, data submission, submitting genomic and other biological data to NCBI for public access and curation. Now, here we have utilization of NCBI in bioinformatic research. Here are 15 specific ways NCBI can be utilized in bioinformatic research. First, BLAST searches to compare nucleotide or protein sequences against NCBI database. Then, gene expression analysis, assessing expression data to study gene activity under various conditions. Then, SNP analysis, investigating single nucleotide polymorphism and their association with disease. Then, genome browsing, utilizing the genome data viewer to visualize genomic data alongside annotation. Then, pathway mapping, mapping biological pathways using the biosystem database. Then, protein structure visualization, using viewing protein structures and their functional domains. Then, comparative genomics, analyzing genomic differences across species to understand evolutionary relationships. Then, disease gene identification, finding genes associated with specific genes using OMIM. Then, functional annotation, annotating newly sequenced genomes based on existing data. Then, data mining, extracting relevant data from large datasets for specific research questions. Then, educational resources, assessing tutorials and documentation for training in bioinformatics techniques. Then, custom data retrieval, downloading specific datasets for offline analysis, and automated research, setting up automated queries to monitor new publications or data release. Then, collaborative research, sharing data and finding with the global research community through NCBI. Lastly, API integration, integrating NCBI data into custom bioinformatics applications using e-utilities. I hope you found this session helpful. Join our bioinformatics training and courses at Moeller Informatics to deepen your understanding of biological databases and their application in research. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Feel free to comment below if you have any queries or need to further information. Thank you once again.